Don't you just love the sunlight? Once upon a time, Mudwalkers got its origin on Instagram. Mudwalkers started out as a little lonely, anonymous Instagram account. On that Instagram account, I would talk about wild edibles, my love of barefooting, and just the outdoors and rewilding. Although Christian naturism was a definite part of what I was doing on there, I think it was more about Christianity and rewilding at the time. But naturism was definitely an important part of it. Well, a ways into the Instagram account, I started yammering constantly to my wife about the issues of the Bible and modesty and nakedness and all these things. And I was talking to her constantly, every single day. And she eventually said, hey, listen, I can tell you're passionate about this, you're studying it a lot, and there's a lot that you need to say. Why don't you go start a YouTube channel and tell people who want to hear it? And I was like, As usual, she had a good idea. So I went and started a YouTube channel. And ever since then, Mudwalkers has been growing. We got deleted at around 500 subscribers, I think it was. But this year, 2024, we reached 1,000 subscribers. And not long after that, this is still 2024, September 2024, according to the Gregorian calendar, we've now broken 2,500. We're at 2,500 and some odd subscribers here on YouTube. That is amazing. That is way bigger than I ever realistically expected the channel to get. And Patreon is growing too, a lot. And it's thanks to my patrons that we are able to do what we're doing now. But this whole time, there's been another step looming in the future. A step that, frankly, has always kind of intimidated me because I'm a bit of a long hair, woodsy hippie type. I'm not so good with technology. You are all very lucky that I figured out how to use microphones and the iPhone that I'm recording with because I'm not very tech savvy. But now that Mudwalkers is big enough to justify this step, and given my wife is actually really good with computers, which is not my thing, it's her thing. She's way better with computers than I am. But since Mudwalkers is big enough and she has the know-how, welcome to nakedmeanshuman.com. That's right, I got a website. Now, why naked means human? Well, if you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, or now X, I guess, Instagram and X, you will know that I frequently use the hashtag naked means human. And I actually have a whole video about naked means human here. But suffice to say, when you see a naked pig, it's not a naked pig, it's a pig. When you see a naked dog, you don't see a naked dog. What you see is a dog. Naked cat is just a cat. So for pigs, dogs, and cats, naked means dog, naked means cat, naked means pig, naked means horse, naked means cow, naked means tiger, naked means bear. But, so when it comes down to a naked human, what you're really seeing is not some kind of other thing. What you're seeing is just a human. So naked means human. Naked means you're being what you are and nothing more, made in God's image. We are made in God's image in Genesis chapter 1 before the fall, and it's reiterated in Genesis chapter 9 after the fall. So you, right now, are made in God's image. Your clothes are not made in God's image. Your clothes are not even human. Only you are human. So naked means human. So we're calling it Naked Means Human because it's one of my favorite slogans here on Mudwalkers. But it is also because, on a much lesser extent, at least that's what I want you to think, is the fact that Mudwalkers.com is already owned by a shoe cover company. The idea is you can wear your white shoes in the mud without getting your white shoes dirty. Yes, I see the irony. They're putting shoes on their shoes. Moving on. The website is called Naked Means Human. You can find the link down below in the description. The site is basically a Linktree on steroids, but better. Because on the website, you don't just get access to my beautiful face. You also get access to my monthly newsletter. Didn't see that coming, did you? The newsletter does 3 things. Number 1, every time I drop a new video, that will be announced in the newsletter. Number 2, it'll give you other announcements, like my travel plans. If I'm going to Orlando, if I'm going to Los Angeles, if I'm going to Arizona, if I'm going to, I don't know, New York. You'll find out about that in the newsletter, and if you're in the region, maybe you can meet me. I don't know. But some people also just like to keep tabs on where I go, I guess. So if you just want to be a creep and keep an eye on where I'm going, you can do that too. The third thing the newsletter does is a little less encouraging, but necessary. And that is, it'll preserve your access to me if YouTube deletes my YouTube channel without notice. Again. Also, if you sign up for the newsletter, you'll get access to this free PDF. You're gonna like it. Patreon time. This episode is brought to you by Patreon. These guys are my patrons. They're making the channel happen. They're keeping my work sustainable. So guys, thank you for everything you're doing over on Patreon. You guys hear about the tiers all the time here on the channel, but I'll just give you a brief rundown. Supporter tier, early access to all the mainline content. Mudwalker tier, all that, plus you get access to our Zoom call at the end of the month, and you get access to all my Patreon exclusive content, things like cooking videos, travel vlogs, etc., etc. Then you go up from there. And the higher tiers really just are the Mudwalker tier on steroids. You give more money because you care so much about the cause. But at the above the Mudwalker tier, all the above tiers above the Mudwalker tier also get a monthly thank you video from me, about a minute long, to let you know that I see you and I appreciate what you do, because giving at that level just throws the doors wide open on what Mudwalkers can accomplish. I've been able to do amazing things this year because of our sacrificial givers, people who give above and beyond for the channel. I cannot thank you guys enough for what I've been able to do this year. So if you'd like to support what I do financially, you can check out the link on the screen, Patreon link in the description down below, patreon.com/mudwalkers. Check out the website or the Linktree. The Mudwalkers journey so far has already been so rewarding, and I feel like we're just getting started. I so appreciate the opportunity to get this content out there. Hello, cicadas. And help people. I get messages fairly regularly from people now saying that my content has really helped people. My content has been a part of at least one Christian man that I know of now, who's come to me saying that my content helped him get over his, shall we say, internet problem. Guys, this is all worth it just for that. Just to help people with their issues. Women have their own issues. I'm a man making content. Women are not going to relate to my content as much as men do. So of course I'm going to hear mostly from men. But I like to think this content will eventually help women as well, especially as I make more of an effort to interview women and learn more of the female perspective. But I really think that what we're doing is worth it. So I really appreciate you guys giving me so much support already, even just a couple years into Mudwalkers. I have, hopefully, a long career of this ahead of me to do even more. And the website, I think, is an important step on that journey. So please sign up for our newsletter and get connected to us. Yes, for announcements, but also, just in case. Naked Means Human. You are worth something. You are valuable, you are dignified, you are made in God's image. So if it's really hot outside and you're safe, then why wear clothes? It's more comfortable. If you're going to go swimming and no one's going to make you wear a suit, no one's going to get upset, or better yet, if you're just by yourself, why wear a swimsuit? Why wear a motorcycle helmet while you watch Netflix? Nobody does that. Well, at least nobody I know does that. I mean, somebody might do it. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to, you know, wear a big stiff motorcycle jacket and helmet and gloves to watch Netflix. Why? Because I don't need them. And they're less comfortable than just taking them off. So if I'm going to watch Netflix in my house, I'm just going to take my clothes off. If I'm going to lay out in the sun or, you know, make a YouTube video, I'm just going to take my clothes off. Anyway, go sign up for the newsletter. Check out the website. Stay free and wild. Consider taking your pants off because it's amazing. Stay free, stay wild, and I will see you in the next one. Website! I got a website. I paid the little fee and we made a website. Now we can have a newsletter and get the people